Welcome in, everyone. Ty Bartell here with a player profile. This time we venture into the Ursuline baseball team and we go onto the mound with pitcher Andrew Kirila. He got the player of the game in that matchup against the Falcons, but we're also here to just talk to him a little bit about his entire baseball experience. First and foremost, Andrew, how are we doing today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
We're doing good. We're trying to get some games in. Weather, I don't know. We'll have to see if it holds out for us and this rain will slow down. But first and foremost, let's first go into this game last night and what you got player of the game honors for in this mound performance against Fitch. You go 5 innings, you strike out 10, don't give up a run. And I mean, you really just were able to maintain your composure on the mound throughout the entire game. Just talk to me about what was really working for you and what you were seeing from yourself on the mound.
Yeah, I mean, I was just having complete trust in the defense behind me, and I just told myself to, pitch to contact and let him hit the ball. I know we have a great team, and I have a lot of guys behind me who know what they're doing, and I just put complete trust in behind them, and we came out with a good win against a really good team.
Talking about that too, and you guys now get 4 wins on the season. What do you think a win like this does for the momentum of the team, being one of the junior leaders on this squad?
It really gives us an advantage because they're going to go on and win a lot of games, so it's going to make us look good beating a team like that. But like I said, we enjoyed the win, but we're just on to the next game. We put it in the past, and we're just focused on what we can do and what we can control.
Going into this season, and I mean, having Coach Kemp there's a lot of Ursuline alums on this team and a lot of guys that have been through this school system, been there, done that. What does that kind of mean for a player to have a bunch of guys that have been through the school, know the traditions, and kind of know what you guys are going through in some sense?
Yeah, I mean, they all graduated from Ursuline except for one. They know what's expected out of us. They came from a great program. They know what to do. And we honestly put a lot of trust in our coaches and whatever decision they make. And, they're great. I mean, they pick everyone up after, if we make an error. And whether we're down or whether we're up, they're always on us. And, I'm just really excited to have a coaching staff like we do.
If you were to put into words what the kind of standard is to play for the Ursuline Irish, what would you say that is? And what are some things that are kind of prerequisites if you want to play on this team?
I would say greatness because, looking back, Ursuline used to have a great program. They made a lot of great runs in the playoffs. And the past couple of years, they've been slow and shaky. But, having Coach Kemp as our head coach, he's just trying to get us back into what we used to be and, just have a great program.
There's no doubt this competition level of the schedule that you guys face throughout the season is absolutely nuts. And for you, I mean, this was a great start too. After not that it was a bad start last time, but a little bit shaky. You had to find your footing. You were locked down this next one against Fitch. What was some of the biggest things from your sophomore to this junior year that you were really trying to work on yourself on the mound?
Yeah, I mean, it was just to get better, honestly, as a player and a person. Last year, it was rough. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I just wasn't there completely. I had a lot of shaky starts. It was a bad season overall for all of us, and I feel like that the brotherhood that we have shaped into this year, it's unreal. And like I said, I just have so much more confidence than I did last year, and also putting the trust into my team. I know that I'm going out there and doing my job, and just getting outs, and the offense is going to help me and score runs and get the win.
Talking about just the ability to just win this Ursuline teams, these athletic teams this year. Talk to me about just being a part of the Irish students that have gotten the experience. All these athletics teams have some form of success this year. Does success truly breed success in this case, do you think?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm around a lot of great athletes every single day of the week in school. Their mentality is great. Just being around them actually helps you and makes you feel better about yourself and honestly drive you to be better. And, being around people like Brady Shannon, Luca Raschuti, teammates that are great and just all around amazing. It brings your confidence really up. And, we're just looking forward to having a great season, a great run in the tournament.
Looking at just baseball as a whole, when did you first find yourself falling in love with this sport? And kind of take us through your journey of baseball. What's gotten you to this point right now?
I've been playing baseball since I was 10. I knew that that was my sport. I did play football and basketball as well, all the way up till sophomore year. And but I mean, I just felt more comfortable with baseball. I mean, I'm left-handed, and I like to pitch. I like to control the pace of the game. So that was my thing, and I'm just going to continue and stick with it.
And now, talking about that, you started in the sport at 10 all the way now to a junior in high school. What are some of the biggest things you've learned about the sport, maybe on the mound and maybe even off of the field too, and what you need to be like off of the field as well?
I'd say definitely facing adversity. I've had a lot of tough times growing up, whether it's pitching and school, but just facing the difficult situations and learning how to bounce back from it. There's a lot of people that don't bounce back and they just go in a slump and they go down hard. But I feel like I've done a really great job of just bouncing back after a hard time and just getting back on my feet and doing my job.
You mentioned the brotherhood that this team has too, and how closely bonded all of you are. What are some of these team bonding activities, or some things you've done outside of the sport of baseball that's gotten you really close with your teammates?
Yeah, I mean, after a big win, we usually, hang out, go get food. And I see these guys every day at school. We have a great bond. No one's talking anything on anyone. And we just have a lot of trust. And, we're going to continue that. And just hopefully it plays out for us.
The one thing I love about Ursuline baseball is where you guys get to play your home games at the beautiful Bobstein Park. I really believe it's one of Youngstown's treasures and hidden treasures for a lot of people that don't know about it. What does it feel like for you to be able to play Bobstein Park and for the Irish to be able to call Bobstein Park their home?
It's great. I mean, Bob Scene is one of the best fields in the area. And, play there and have seen one as our home field is just amazing. I mean, there's a lot of teams that, don't have great fields and don't get a chance to play fields like that. So it's a blessing that we get an opportunity like that. And even the football team gets to play at YSU. So, we're just very excited and blessed that we get an opportunity to play there.
Any teachers or coaches or any special people in your life that have influenced you, maybe in the sport, maybe outside of the sport, that you'd like to give a shout out to right now?
Definitely. I'd like to give a shout out to Mike Grady, pitching school in Canton, Ohio. I went to him in the off season, and he really trained me up. Not only did he teach me how to throw harder, he taught me how to be a smarter pitcher and a better pitcher, and how to throw correctly. And I know that kind of sounds weird, but a lot of kids just go out there and just throw, and they call that pitching. But he really showed me how to use my body, how to control, and how to pace myself, and what pitches to throw and what counts. So, it was a great opportunity, and I'm really excited to go back for one more year with them.
Talking about that too, you and I both know how difficult pitching is in baseball too. And for the people that don't realize, kind of take us behind the scenes and go through what you kind of all the work that needs to go in before a mound performance. And it really isn't just you showing up on the mound and throwing a baseball a bunch of times.
Yeah, for sure. It's a difficult preparation. You always start off with a nice jog, and then you got to really get into stretching because you got to be flexible, you got to be mobile, and then you warm up with the J bands and the plyo balls. And overall, it's probably about 25-30 minute warm up. So I don't even warm up with the guys. They do their own thing, and I do my own thing when I pitch. I just lock in before the game and do what I usually do, my normal routine, and go out there and do my job.
Speaking on that game last night against Fitch, but just speaking on it in general too, we mentioned your composure, and there were several times too. You had guys in scoring position too, tying runs or big implication runs for the entire game, but you guys and you in particular didn't let them cross. What do you kind of do to compose yourself on the mound? Guys are on base, maybe they get a few guys on to kind of level yourself and stay even for the next at bat.
I just block them out. I usually tell myself that there's a line between the pitcher mound and the home plate, and I just kind of block them out. Even though I still have to keep an eye on them and throw over once in a while, uh, I just keep them blocked out. Yeah, like even when we went in a pickoff, There was a pickle, and the runner advanced to second. They had runners on second and third. Honestly, I didn't really care about that guy because, I knew I was going to hit a ground ball or hit a fly out here with this next at bat. So, I just put that trust and, just block everything out.
Going into this year, you obviously are now one of the junior leaders of this, and you're going to be asked to be a little bit more vocal and be a little bit more of a leader going into these upperclassmen years. What are some of the biggest things you've learned and that you've had to transition in to becoming a leader?
Learning to take that step. I mean, when you're a freshman and sophomore, you're kind of just, back while the juniors and seniors really take, leadership and be vocal about everything. But once you get older, it's your time to step up. And, I feel like the juniors and seniors have really done that well. And I think it's really showed out in the field of, how our leadership is. Like, for example, Brady Shannon, he always keeps everyone in check, even when we're down or we're up. And I feel like that he's one of the top leaders for us. And, a lot of us look after him.
Looking at this entire experience too, and with all the baseball that you've had under your belt, just shout out some of your favorite memories that you've had in the sport up until this point.
Oh, it's a tough question. I think the favorite memories was beating the reigning state champs JFK on the home opener. That was a great feeling. They're a very great team. They got a great program. They can hit the ball anywhere. And, beating a team like that feels great. And, we were just excited to start the season off like that. And we're just going to continue the grind and continue the path that we're on.
A lot of people are excited for this Ursuline baseball team. We're excited over here at YSN. We think you guys can do big things as well. Before we let you go, though, Andrew, I want to give you the chance to shout out your support system, those people that are in the stands and support you throughout your entire life and throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'd like to shout out to my family. I mean, they come every game, whether it's far or whether it's home. And my mom, she's always on me about, what I'm doing wrong and what I need to fix. And also my friends. A lot of my friends have been coming out to the games, and I just want to thank them. We have a great fan base, and, we're just going to continue and do our thing.
Andrew Kirila, the Ursuline baseball southpaw, with another great performance against the Falcons, and you could catch him again throughout the rest of this season as he'll be dazzling you with more performances like that on the mound. Andrew, we wish you and the Irish the best of luck this season, as I'm sure we're going to be all tuned into you, and we thank you for tuning in with us and giving us your time of the day.
Thank you. I appreciate it for having me.